888-727-5303. That's 888-SAS-5303. That is the number to call into the Stephen A. Smith Show right here over the digital airwaves of YouTube. Let's get to the lines before I get on out of here. Remember, I got a closing remark about Mrs. Angel Reese, Miss Angel Reese, that everybody needs to hear, especially all you young whippersnappers out there. Angel Reese, closing remark coming up. But let's get to the phones. Brian in New Jersey, you're live with Stephen A. What's up, Brian?
Yo, what's going on, Stephen A?
Talk to me.
I'm curious who you think the Sixers should be trading for if they really want to be able to make it to the finals or beat the Bucks or Celtics.
Well, first of all,
stop.
I can't stand when y'all do that. Don't ask me a question and then answer. You ask me a question, let me answer the question for you. There's not much out there, but I would tell you if they could get Zach Lavine, they should get him. You see, the difference between Zach Lavine and James Harden is that James Harden was a guy that you given a point guard to. So he would take the ball out of the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Zach Lavine will get the ball from Tyrese Maxey. So Tyrese Maxey still has the ball in his hands. He's still running the show, but he's devoid of the scoring obligations he presently has because he's your second best offensive option on the Philadelphia 76ers. Zach Lavine doesn't want to be in Chicago. A blind person could see that, okay? He doesn't want to be there anymore. He wants to be in a better situation for himself. In Philadelphia with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey certainly would qualify. I don't know what you would give up for him, particularly with the exorbitant dollars he's making, but clearly he doesn't want to be in Chicago any longer. And if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, would I make a move to try and get my hands on Zach Lavine from Chicago? You're damn right I would. Go ahead, now you can ask your follow-up question real quick.
You think that's a better pairing than someone like Siakam or Markkanen?
You know why I say not marketing now, and I don't think you guys are going to let go of marketing, so let's get that out the way right now.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, it is a better deal than Siakam. You know why? Because I think Siakam needs he needs the ball more in order to make things happen. See, Zach Lavine is a Skywalker. He get to the hole, he ready to dunk it on you. He's great in the open court. He can hit some threes and some perimeter shots, but he doesn't need the ball for the exorbitant amount of time that Siakam might need it, in my opinion, in order to make things happen. I think Zach Lavine fits in rhythm-wise with the Philadelphia 76ers, specifically Maxey and Joel Embiid, better than Siakam would. That's what my belief is, and that's where I'm coming from with that. I appreciate the call, though, man. Thank you so much. Jamal in Baltimore, you're live with Stephen A. What's up, Jamal? How are you?
What's up, Stephen A? Big fan.
Talk to I need you to raise your voice a little bit because I got my audience listening to you. I need you to raise your voice a little bit, bro. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, 2 questions. First one is, I'm a Colts fan. What do you think about Anthony Richardson and what the Colts have been since he's arrived, even though he's clearly injured, but since he's arrived, and what your prediction is for?
I got to tell you, he's better than he was better than I expected him to be, you know, coming out of college. I didn't expect him to be as good as he was. Now, I still don't believe he would have been C.J. Stroud, but he certainly would have been better than Gardner Minshew or anybody else they got. I would tell you that the Colts, I think, would probably be about a couple of games better than they are right now. I'd give him about 2 games where he would have impacted them in a positive way. I'll give him that, and I think that he's got a bright future. What's your second question?
All right, last thing. Based upon Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud, and the potential greatness of Anthony Richardson, do you see the AFC South being a strong, division in the AFC going
I think so.
forward?
I think
Possibly?
so. I don't know if it's going to be as strong as the AFC North because you got Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and obviously a Deshaun Watson. If you got those 3 brothers healthy, I don't think there's too many people in the NFL that would have a better division than the AFC South. But I'm sorry, the AFC North. But in the South, Richardson, again, he's got a lot of promise. Stroud is a rookie. He's a flat-out stud. It's not even a talk. It's not even a discussion about who's the offensive rookie of the year. There's not even a discussion about it. It's clearly him. Coach of the year, by the way, would be D'Amico Ryans, between him and Dan Campbell in Detroit. That's my personal opinion. Originally, I was a bit premature thinking D'Amico. But Dan Campbell in Detroit and the job that he's doing in the NFC North, there is no question that he's in the conversation for Coach of the Year. But I would tell you, with Trevor Lawrence on the come up, with C.J. Stroud, if Anthony Richardson is what you hope he would be, what I hope he will be, then the AFC North is going to have something to say. But I still don't believe believe that eclipses what we're seeing, or what we would see in the AFC North, because Lamar Jackson's a former league MVP. Joe Burrow took the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and Deshaun Watson, we know what a stud he's capable of being, even though he didn't look like that this year before he got hurt. I appreciate the call, though, man. Thank you so much. Let's go to Hassan in New York. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Hassan?
What's up, Stephen A, man? It's been a hard season being a Chargers fan.
No, tell me about it.
How much longer till Brandon Staley's out?
He got to be out today. Hassan, he need to go today. He need to go today. Like after I do this show, I'm going to dinner. He should be gone by the time I get to dinner. Seriously.
Yeah, it's been awful. Every game,
ridiculous.
Every week.
It's ridiculous. Listen, you can't have the squad that he got, Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen, even though Keenan Allen dropped that damn touchdown pass, but mistakes happen. Nobody's flawless. But Justin Herbert and the crew, how the hell do you lose 5 games by 3 points or less? You're making one bad call after another. You got one of the worst defenses in the National Football League, and you're a former defensive coordinator. I mean, come on, man. And not only that, you can spot, Hassan. You know I'm telling the truth when I say this, brother. You can spot when a cat just ain't a leader of men. You can spot it.
And that's definitely not a leader of men.
He's not. And by the way, let me say this to you, because you might not have thought about this. When you coach in places like L.A., Miami, stuff like that, you really, really got to be a leader of men. Because grown-ass men can become boys in environments like that in a heartbeat. It's just too many damn distractions. It's too many distractions. Look, son, it's too many distractions.
Too many.
You feel what I'm saying? It's too many distractions. You need a
so what do you think we should
being
do?
a leader of men.
What do you think the best course of action is?
Well, you got to fire him. You got to fire him, and then you go get Bill Belichick. You go get somebody like that. Okay, you got to get somebody like him or a veteran. You know what? Let me tell you something right now. I wouldn't rule out Rex Ryan. You know why? Because Rex Ryan, nobody. That's my colleague at ESPN, my day job. My colleague's on NFL Countdown. Okay, he's on Get Up on Monday mornings. Rex Ryan. Y'all think I'm crazy? Let me tell you why I say that. Because Rex Ryan, no one has ever questioned his ability to coach defense. And you just leave Kellen Moore as your offensive coordinator.
Yes, sir.
And you call it a day. Now, nobody's Bill Belichick, but outside of Bill Belichick, would I go after Rex Ryan and put him in L.A.? Because guess what we wouldn't be saying about the Chargers defense? We wouldn't be saying they're poor, and we wouldn't be saying they're soft.
Not defense.
Not with Rex Ryan.
Swiss cheese.
Not with Rex Ryan. If I can't get Bill Belichick, let me tell you something right now. You call me crazy because I know you got your staff in place. Right now, if I couldn't get Bill Belichick, I would fire Brandon Staley and I would hire Rex Ryan right now to be the head coach for the Los Angeles Chargers for the rest of the season. I'm serious.
That'd be amazing.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Let's go to Tyler in North Carolina. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Tyler?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. That last guy actually answered my first question.
Okay.
Or you answered the first question about the Chargers firing Staley and who are some of the coaches you would see as a good fit. But my second one is with the GM being Tom Telesco hiring Staley, when McCoy, should they fire him as well?
Clean house.
His coaches
Clean house. You want me to tell you why I would clean house with them too? For holding on to Staley this long. That's my only reason. Now, if ownership made that decision, that's different, because you're taking in the Spaniels and those boys taking into account finances and stuff like that. They don't want to make that certain commitment. This ain't Texas A&M money, that oil money down there, where you could pay Jimbo Fisher 76 to 79 million not to coach. This ain't that. This is different in the NFL. So, listen, I'm not going to hold management accountable if owners above them saying, nah, he ain't going anywhere. But if it was their decision to hold on to Staley this long, I'd let them go too. That's just me.
And I think history kind of shows. History shows that Spanos, they never fired people.
They better figure it out. They better figure it out, because they're blowing the season. I got to get on out of here, Tyler. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Let's go to Luke, last caller in Denver. Luke, you're live with Stephen A. What's up, Luke? How are you?
I'm good, Stephen A. Thank you for taking my call. I was just wondering why you hate Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets.
What? Hate him?
Yeah.
I told him I picked them to win the chip. I've called Nikola Jokic the best player in basketball, and you can't find a bigger fan of Jamal Murray than me, even though he hurt. You can't find a bigger fan of Jamal Murray than me. What the hell are you talking about?
Now, you picked them against the Heat, sure. Anybody coming out of the West would have.
I picked them against the Lakers.
You didn't pick them against the Suns.
I did. Yes, I did.
And this year you got the Celtics.
So what? That's not hating on them. I thought they were going to beat the Lakers. I thought they were going to beat the Miami Heat. I got Jokic as the best player in basketball. I got Jamal Murray as a stud. The brother sees me and gives me a hug every time he sees me for a reason, bro. What are you talking about? I don't hate on them. The only thing that I've been critical of Denver is that damn mile high altitude, man. And damn it, it get cold up there than y'all willing to admit. I was cold there in June.
I think it's a home field advantage type thing,
okay, you could, well, that's fine, but I ain't got to like it. Now let me ask you a question. Luke, let's be real, because you my brother. You called into the show. You family, right? You family.
Yes, sir.
Look, check this out. You live in Denver, right?
Yes, sir.
Where you go to vacation?
The beach.
Where you go to vacation, Luke? Tell the truth.
Hey, sometimes you go to
Look, answer the question. Answer the question. Where you go? Where do you go?
I like the warmer climate, Stephen.
Hold on. I feel you. My audience heard you. You like the warmer climate. My brother, you ain't on camera. You on camera, but they don't see you. They hear you. I'm asking you a direct question. Where specifically do you go?
I mean, been Miami, been to LA, and I like those places.
And you calling up here to complain to me? Luke, you hilarious, Luke. So in other words, you sat up there, you said, why do I hate? I'm a native New Yorker. I'm unapologetic about the fact that my dream scenario is Miami and LA every June. I don't apologize for it. I don't hide it, right? You accuse me of hating on Denver. You live in Denver. You from Denver. And you just told me when you go on vacation, it's to Miami and LA. And we got a problem?
I mean, I'm getting away.
Give it up to your boy. Say, Stephen A., you my boy. Say, Stephen A., you my boy. You got me.
You got me, Stephen A. You my boy.
Call back tomorrow, man. You need to stop that, man. Love you, bro. He's trying to get slick. Go ahead. I ain't mad at you, though, bro. I ain't mad at you. He's sitting up there complaining and stuff like that. Stop that. We going to Miami or L.A. That weather, that Southern California sunshine or South Beach. I just shiver just thinking about South Beach. Let me get myself composed for South Beach.